Hello. I have to check the volume. Make sure the volume's up. Yeah. Because I got way behind with my issues, my builds and figures and that. Doing a double issue of R2d2. I'm doing issue 89 and issue 90. So to catch up. Now I'm going to start with a. I'll just open it up. Um, the fan is. The fan's that's all right. Um, Hello, Dylan. How are you? Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh, no worries, Dylan. No worries. Yeah, I'm doing a double issue of R2D2 because I got a bit behind. Thank you for the like. Because I had a little break and got way behind. So I'm just going to move the camera down. Okay, so we've got these. Yeah. I'll just have to put that there for the moment. Screwdriver, get the. Hang on, I'm just going to move that over a bit. Get the screws. I'm going to. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Open up the screws. Okay, so we need this bit. We need a ring. And we need one of these. Now we need, let's see, should be this screw, I think. Let's see if it goes in. Here we go. That's in. Okay. So we both ends. So, oh hang on, put it like that. That's that one. Then we get this, and we get this one. Same thing. Did you read? Hang on. Hold on. Let me just. Oh, yeah. Also, excellent news and bad news. No one is telling me why my rib hurt, and my mum is coming next week. Oh, it's a shame that they're not telling you anything about your rib. They should be telling you what's going on about your rib. And it's good news that your mum's coming, Dylan, so that's really good. Hi, Sonny. How are you? Right. So, what's this piece? Don't know what that piece is for. Okay, so we yeah, I'm okay. Take care, Dylan. Take care. I'm okay. I'm just okay, Sonny. Okay, so that's that one. I'm okay, Sonny. Just Darren, take care. Dylan, take care. Hope your rib gets better, and have your mum. Yeah, that's good. His mum's coming. It's a shame that they, they should tell him, what's going on about his rib. That's not right. Is anyone still there? Okay, so that is that part. I think this bit. Oh, thank you for the like. I think that part goes when I get issue 90 next week. And I think those pieces as well. Right. Now, issue 90, which is sort of the same thing. Thank you for the like. Bravo 6. I'm okay. How are you? Oh, thank you for the like, Bravo 6. How are you going? I'm okay. Now, I think because they go together, and issue 90 is the same. But I think in issue 90 we get to put the foot on, the whole thing together and put it on the front. We get to put the legs on. What kind? Still kind of doing videos on YouTube. Okay. It's alright. That's alright, Bravo 6. It's alright. Hold on. Right. Now, sort of the same as the other one, except that with this one, there's this piece and there's this metal piece here. Now, I don't think we use that or that just yet. So I think it's just mainly, I can get these pieces out without, there we go. So if I put that, there, and I think we just put that together next time. So of course it's the same thing. Okay. That's that. That with that one. Then we get this one there. Now, something that I've noticed, there just seems to be a lot of these black screws, never enough of the silver screws, and I'm just wondering, you know, what's going on, because it's supposed to have, you know, you're supposed to have enough screws to be able to, you know, do the bits and pieces of this together. Which I don't understand that. Oh, and donate to the channel. The PayPal link is in the description below. Would really appreciate if you can donate to the channel. It would help me out a lot. It really would. That's that one. Need another screw, another screw. that could be too long. Yeah. Yeah, so I appreciate if you can donate to the channel. The PayPal link is in the description below. I need help, so okay, so that is that. Now next time we get to put that together like that, and then the other parts are there, we put in there. We put this part in before we close it up, and so I'll just let you know what's in issue 91. So in issue 91 we've got the centre foot parts, wheel and fixings and electronics. And the good thing is we've got plenty of silver screws, which is good. So yeah, in issue 91 we get to put, as you can see, hang on if I can get, as you can see there, that little picture there, I'll move the camera up. Hello everyone. Yeah, so in issue 91 we get to put the front part on, the legs on the side, we go able to get to put them on, and you know, I'll be finally able to put the legs on and that part at the front. And then as gradually goes on with each issue, because there's only about 10 issues to go with R2D2. So yeah, each issue I get the batteries that I've had for quite a fair while now, because I got weeks ago. I've kept them aside, so when it's time to, when I charge them and then get to put the batteries in and go through all the steps that you have to do. I think before download the app, because I know there's an app. But once I go through each step, and R2D2's head sort of moves around that way, and then turns around that way, and then comes back. Then I download the app on my phone, and yeah, and the part where you know, with the battery pack and the circuit board, and I'll put the wires in. What the D2? What's D2? What's D2 Bravo 6? The tripod I'm using, I can sort of extend it so I can make the top of the tripod go up, so that I can move the camera down to see what I'm, you know, putting the wires in. Terminator. Yes, Terminator will be back. The Terminator build, is that what you mean, Bravo 6? I will be doing the Terminator build. Sort of just the moment concentrating on r2d2 and the Bismarck. So once r2d2 is done, and that, and then you have a lot on your plate. Yes, yes, I do, Bravo 6. I have that, and I have everything with everything at with home here. There's a lot of things I have to do. Get things fixed up, and with everything that sort of feels like I've got a big weight on my shoulders, it gets too much a lot of times. So so it you know, just get too much. So I mean, I'm fine, you know, with YouTube doing builds and figure reviews, but I do have a lot on my plate. So as I said, I'm trying to see if I can concentrate on r2d2, get that done. I know how you feel, man. I can see it in your face. And yeah, yeah, you know, I try not to break down, and in a couple of the live streams, I broke down. It's just so hard to try and be strong when you're doing videos or live streams, and there's something break down, so it is hard to try not to break down. So yeah, so that's incoming in the next issue. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what. Man, hang on. Man, it is okay to cry. Trust me, I do cry. Yeah, I know, Bravo 6. Good to. Oh, I know, Bravo 6. I know you don't. I know you don't hate me. I know. But did you know, it's hard to try and be strong and you end up breaking down. So yeah, with yeah, so I'm trying to get r2d2, see if I can get r2d2 finished. With the Bismarck, I'm still waiting on issue 5 and issue 14. Now, those two issues I need, because issue 5 has one of the plates, and issue 14 just has one of the wires that I have to put underneath the part for the Bismarck, and then I can test the gun part and the other things that go up and down, and the anchors. Can't be both. Also can't make all the people in your own life always happy. Yeah, that's true, Bravo 6, that's true. Yeah, so yeah, I still have to try and get super glue to glue the anchors, because you can't get the chain part through those rings. So yeah, yeah. So I'll be really happy about the with that coming in issue 91. Hang on. Do what you love, man. Yeah, you know, I love I mean, I love doing the builds, you know, and you know, R2d2, Terminator, bus build. I do love you, even though I am from the USA. Thank you, Bravo 6. You know, it is really hard to try not to break down. So, yes, but you know, I love doing builds, bigger reviews. I know. I know. But the one thing that last time, which is this. Now, as you see here, the screws. Now, these screws that sit like that, I've had to put ones like that, so they have to be changed. Hopefully, I might be able to use some of these screws in here. So, yeah, so like next week, I think I get issue 90, 90, 91, 92, and then there's only 8 more issues to go, which it's February, so probably finished by sometime April. So yeah, that will be good once it's finished. And I will put the top of the tripod up and move the camera down, so then you can see me put the wires, you know, and connect this part, this, I mean, once it's all together, connect it up, put it on, then put it on, and then you'll be able to see me screw the, you know, put the front foot on, and yes, and you know, this part, you know, this part that goes, which is for the battery box, it should be in one of the issues. So yeah, so I thought weeks and weeks ago, like last month, I thought, you know, February, you know, I'll have a chance to get the batteries, so I'll get them. Oh wait, so now you're doing Star Wars. Yeah, that's what I've just done, issue 90 and issue 89, or you're doing a mix-up. Usually I do. Oh, thank you for the like. If I've, like, last week I could have got, you know, as I said, I got behind, I had a little break. Hi Rob, how you going? How are you? And I'll do an issue from one build and another issue from another build. But because I've managed to catch up, and as I said, I did issue 89 and issue 90. Very good. Oh, that's good, Rob. It means that I'm catching up, and even though issue 89 was just to do this part, and there's pieces that we don't use until issue 91, and of course, you know, the same thing with this one. And of course, in as I said, issue 90, you've got that, and then we get to, as I said, we get to put, if you see there, put the 2 legs on, and then that part there. Okay, Rob, no worries. It's all right. Yeah, so see there, we put the legs on, and we put that on, and then there'll be time when I get to put with the circuit board and the battery box, I'll raise the tripod up, move the camera down, so you're able to see me put the front leg on and that. So yeah, it'd be good once that's on, and that's with the electrics. Or you know, I know a lot of people get very excited when it gets to the electrics. R2d2 is an awesome build, but OMG, tons of small screws. Yes, that's the thing, and with some of the silver screws, you have to try and work out, you know, the right size screw, because I had a lot of trouble, especially with this part that goes on the top. Because as you can see, that those screws aren't exactly the right ones. They're meant to be those ones. So I've got to try and find a few more. Maybe another one, two, another 3. And that, so yeah, I mean, it's getting along. Brother Darren, I know you play video games sometimes on PS4. Why don't you add me as friend? We can talk about anything we don't feel like talking about on the stream. Yeah, gaming will be back. It will be back. But with r2d2, I want to try and get that, you know, finished. But with gaming, yeah, I will. It will be back, and then I'll be able to add you on the PS4, Bravo 6. I remember your older videos. Yeah, my older ones. Yeah, when over time when I was doing my the videos, I started, you know, I was able to, you know, do the videos, and I do the videos, and, you know, upload it, and the thing when I got upgrade to a new iPhone, I was going to do videos, and then all of a sudden the storage played up, and I have to try and see if I can connect my phone up to my laptop, plug in the little group USB stick, and transfer those videos over to the USB stick, the group USB stick, which is oh, where is it? Oh, if I can get him. Hey, crazy boss girl, how are you? Well, I will keep your stream on full, but I need to go to bed. Got to be up at 2 a.m. Take care. Take care, Bravo 6. That's okay, Bravo 6. How are you, Crazy Boss Girl? I just did issue 89 and issue 90 of these two parts. Nothing much, just chilling. Oh, okay, that's alright. So, I'll show you in issue 90, which is these parts, as I showed. And then there, we get to put the legs on and the front part. And when it's time to connect all the wires to the well, most of the wires to the circuit board, I'll raise the tripod up and move the camera down so you can have so you can see a down view, which is, this tripod's pretty good, and so that way you'll see a down view, and so when this is all together and I've got the other part there and put it all together, then you'll see a down view of me putting the screw in and that. And I did follow on and bell on full. Yep, you know, it's alright, support each other, you know, that's alright. So, yeah, so as I said, gaming will be back, and Terminator build will be back, and the bus, I done the same thing too. The bus will be back as well. Well, just no worries. Well, no worries. The bus bill will be back, even though numbers will be out of order, but that's all right. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. And so if I can try and just concentrate on like r2d2 and the Bismarck, it means that once r2d2 is done, then I can start doing more of the, well, later on, more of the Bismarck, get the Terminator build, do that, and yeah, and the problem with the try to finish R2, Darren. Yeah, I will, and I'm looking forward with the electrics, putting the electrics in, going, and then once it's all together, going through the steps, and then once all the, you know, it's all right and it's done, then I download the app on my phone, but before that, because that'd be a sort of fair, probably in the next couple of months, I have to try and make sure I connect my phone up to my laptop, plug in this little guy. Now he's a USB stick. USB stick. Holds 32 gig. I did get a cool Baby Yoda t-shirt. Oh, cool. Oh, I wouldn't mind getting one of those. One of those t-shirts. Cool, Rob. So yeah, plug this in. There's also plug in the iPhone to the laptop, and try and transfer all the videos over to this little guy, which holds 32 gig. 32 gigabytes on this little fella. GameStop find they have lots there. Oh, all right. That's all right. That's all right. So yeah. So I put all the videos and that on this USB stick. Eh? And then that'll storage. There'll be plenty of iPhone storage on my phone, and that. So yeah, I mean I got here. I got this. I got this little guy. Oh, it must have been about 3 or 4. I think 3 or 4 months ago, and I think about 4 months ago when my wife and I went to the movies and they had these front, and I thought, oh, I'll get then. You know, when I thought I'll get this little guy. You know, I thought, oh yeah, that's probably only holds about 16 gig. And when I had a closer look, 32 gig on this little guy. And so yeah, once that's done, then I can have plenty of iPhone storage on my phone. Yeah, so yeah, so and you know, I try not to break down. Sometimes it's, you know, a lot of times it's hard to. You know, you got so much on your plate, and you feel like you got a big weight on your shoulders, and it's just very stressful. So, how much do you have left to do on R2D2, Darren? There's about 10 more issues to go. Next week I get. Oh, just gotta put the fan on. A little bit. About 10 more issues to go. I get issue 91 and 92 next week. Then there's 8 more to go. So probably, let's see, it's still in February. Probably, maybe finish by April. So probably round about April. As it gets close to 100, because there was over 100 issues, and at the moment there's just about 10 issues to go. And I think once we get to put the legs on and the front part on, which yes, I'm really excited to see him finished too, because you get to go through all the steps, and you know, when you with his check this with his head, and it sort of moves around like that, and then it comes back around like that, and then back there, and then it stops. I think R2D2 usually has a mind of its own, because sometimes it wants to go when it's not supposed to, which is funny, you know, because you know, you go no, especially if you're trying to, you know, I've seen people, you know, when they're going through the stage, all the steps, and they're on the they got on the table, and all of a sudden R2D2 wants to come off the table, and you go, no, don't go off the table. So yeah, I'm really excited to get it finished. and that. So yeah, so with all the wiring, and when I get to put the front foot on, I'll move the tripod up, put the camera down, so you've got a down view of, you know, to see what I'm doing. You know, this is with this tripod. It's really it's good because it doesn't sort of fall over when I put the camera down. So it's good, and have it have the up top of the tripod, move it up, move the camera down, have a down view, and that'll be good. But this is it. I'm you know, I get really excited when it comes to the electrics, and when I get to, you know, it's finished, goes through the stages, I'll feel really pleased with myself that I've accomplished to finish something else, and because there's been the Millennium Falcon, uh, which I think I should have started doing videos with that, doing it over time, but I didn't. I ended up doing a video on it finished and painted, which that was the very first video. So I hope you all have a great day. Have a great rest of the week. Yeah, you too, Sunny. I wish it was warm here. It is only 20 degrees. It's going to snow tomorrow. I've had enough of snow. Yeah, here when it rains, it rains too much, and we sort of say the same thing, you know. Um, you know, had enough with the rain. But the weather's sort of being a bit screwed up here. 1 minute it's raining, next day's cold, next day's hot. Like today, cloudy, bit warm, but you know. Yeah, so and you know, I with the DeLorean was another build that I finished. Like there was there was some problems with it. You had to be careful when you put the back part on the back of the car, so that with me I had to have it sitting on a tissue box, because if you're trying to, you know, connect it up, put it on, and accidentally slip, the whole wire comes off, snaps off. So with that, there was quite a few problems with that. Um, you know, some of the issues had to get replaced. But alright, if they did a bit better with the flux capacitor and the Christmas tree part, because it's just the two blue light and a green light. But even though there was issues, you know, some problems with the DeLorean, I didn't mind doing it. Didn't like having problems with it. But with the Millennium Falcon, I didn't have any problems putting it together. And when it was finished, and I thought, you know, I could have painted it the way it is in the movie, or I thought, no, I'll do it, paint, you know, do it my way. So I got like 5 different coloured paints, you know, painted the different parts, and that. So yeah, and I was really happy to finish that, and then I did a little video, and that. So yeah, and later on, once once r2d2's finished, then later on I'll be able to, I can do a little video and going, you know, showing it working and that. You know, all the other builds, I haven't had any problems. Maybe with the, you know, trying to work out with what's right screws with the r2d2 with this part. But apart from that, no problems at all with r2d2. Bismarck, bus, Terminator. So once r2d2 is done, I go through the steps and download the app, and then try and I can do a little video of it, you know, going and, you know, showing and making noise, and do the hologram on the wall, and the lightsaber that pops out of r2d2's head, and that, and then I can start doing more on the Bismarck, then Terminator. I mean the bus build. I mean the issues with numbers out of order, but that's okay. That's all right. You know what? You know, I'm doing bits and pieces of the bus. Then it means that it will, over time, with other issues, I can sort of add those parts to the other parts, which is fine. You know, fine. The only thing with the Bismarck, because it's probably nearly as long as the table I'm sitting in front of. So I would like to see the DeLorean again, Darren. That was a cool build. Yeah. It was a cool build. Apart from the problems that I had, and I know a lot of other people had. Yeah, but it was a cool build. Wires. Yeah, you had to be very careful with the wires, and I think a lot of other people that were doing the DeLorean build, I think they also had to be careful, because the wires, with the wires, it had like, you could see the wire on one end, and then it had like a plastic coating. Now the thing is, what they should have done was made it so that the plastic coating was a little bit, you know, longer, and the wire about that short, and have like, or have it so it goes right over the wire, just have a little bit sticking out at the end, so that you put it, you know, they have like a hole, and you put the wire in, and it connects to the connector, you know, like have a little connector part in it, and it connects up, and then you had like a little plastic piece where it goes to the hole, and you know, you put it in, connects to the connector, put the screws on, and it's no problem. That way it doesn't snap, and no one would have any problems with it. And if they had with the flux capacitor that was, you know, moving instead of one little light, and the Christmas tree, then you know, that would have been good. And there's just, I think there's just some things that that should have been Like, as I said, with the plastic part, so you got a little bit of the wire sticking out, and then it goes through another piece of, like a piece of plastic. There's two holes to put screws on, and then when it goes through the hole at the part that goes to the back of the car and the front of the car, it means that it goes through and connects to the connector inside, and then you put the screws on, and that way no problem with the wires snapping, and that would have been alright. So yeah, so once R2D2 is done, go through the stages. Then after that, I'll try and do a little video of it moving in that. And that, so, and then, because I'll be going to do the rest, try and get the rest of this room fixed up. I'll probably have him sitting behind me, and then that way, I could start concentrating on with the Bismarck, do the Bismarck and the bus and the Terminator and that. So it would be good, because I know, as I said, the Bismarck ship is fairly long. So yeah, and donate to the channel. The PayPal link is in the description below. Appreciate it if you can. It mean a lot to me. You can donate to the channel. PayPal links in the description below. I have been getting a few Marvel Legends and a lot of Marvel comics. Oh, cool. Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say something. I forgot now. That's really good. Rob. And I have been feeling down lately. The last two live streams I did, tried not to break down, but I did. You know, with everything, like with this weight on my shoulders, it just gets a bit too much. And stressed out a lot, which isn't good. So what was it? I want to get the new X-Wing Marvel coming out in April. Oh, okay. What ones are they? What ones are they, Rob? What ones are coming out in April, Rob? Rob, what ones are coming out in April? I've seen them online. Can't remember. One is Jean Grey. Oh, okay. Oh, that's all right. That's fair enough. That's okay. That's okay. Just that. Can't seem to... Ah, there we go. So yeah, yeah, I really like the X-Men figures. I have 26 so far. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Yeah, my Marvel figurines, they'll be coming back, so they'll be coming back to big reviews on them. And donate to the channel. The PayPal link is in the description below. Really appreciate you can donate to the channel. As I said, PayPal link's in the description below. It would really help me a lot. So yeah, so with R2D2, once that's done, I tried to get most of them on sale. A good day, Darren. Yeah, that does make it hard when you want to get figures on, you know, on sale. Sometimes it usually depends if they have them. My friend. You too, Rob. So yeah, you know, donate to the channel. PayPal links in the description below. It would mean a lot to me if you can donate to the channel. PayPal links in the description below. Take care, Rob. Take care. See you, Rob. Yeah, so I'm gonna go, and I want to thank everyone for coming on. I mean, you're all awesome people, and I appreciate the support to my channel. It means a lot to me. Donate to the channel. The PayPal link is in the description below. It would really help me out a lot. So yeah, thank you all for joining. You're all awesome people. Take care, Sunny. And as I always say, don't forget to put a like, put a comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch you later. One other thing before I go, StreamYards will be back. I'm not sure when at this time. So yeah, so as I always say, don't forget to put a like, put a comment, share, subscribe, and donate to the channel. The PayPal link is in the description below. It really mean a lot to me. So yeah, and StreamYard, that will be back probably soon. So yeah, take care everybody, and I'll catch you all later. Bye now. See you guys.